Coming up, search and rescue operations in the North Atlantic for a missing submarine continue as the missing vessel's remaining oxygen is predicted to run out. And the House votes to censure California Representative Adam Schiff over his role in investigations of former President Donald Trump. The rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. We've approached the deadline to find the submarine that disappeared on its way to the Titanic wreckage site before the vessel runs out of oxygen, and still the submarine remains missing. Rescue ships and planes have been searching an area twice the size of Connecticut over the last 4 days, in waters over 13,000 feet deep. They've also had to deal with fog and stormy conditions common to the area of the North Atlantic where the submarine vanished. Underwater sounds have been detected over the last couple of days, providing hope that there could be a last-minute rescue. However, while those sounds offer a chance to narrow the search, their exact location and source hasn't yet been determined.
The echo from the deep is what's going to help locate the submarine ultimately. Then ROV is going to have to be deployed probably, and hopefully it can assess and maybe assist the submarine in freeing itself if it's stuck, or perhaps somehow helping it drop those weights so it can rise to the surface.
The House voted along party lines on Wednesday to censure Adam Schiff for pushing claims that former President Donald Trump's 2016 campaign colluded with Russia. The resolution passed 213 to 209, with all Democrats voting against the severe condemnation for Schiff. The passed measure also directs the House Ethics Committee to open an investigation into the California representative. Schiff was also pulled off the Intelligence Committee earlier this year by the Republican-led House. House Democrats and Republicans aren't on the best of terms following the censure of Adam Schiff, and in a surprise motion brought by one hardline Republican calling for an impeachment vote of President Biden, the House Speaker squashed the idea, sending the impeachment resolution to 2 House committees for review instead. The move by Kevin McCarthy is expected to fend off an impeachment vote for some time. Colorado Republican Lauren Boebert introduced the resolution on her own, blindsiding even members of her own party for bringing up the abrupt idea to vote to impeach Biden right then and there. The actions on the House floor portray major differences inside an embattled GOP majority.
I think anytime you take something this serious, you've got to have facts behind it. Anytime you want to do something in impeachment, we're like the grand jury. We have to make the case to make the indictment. You don't just put something on the floor and say, okay, impeach somebody. This is one of the most serious things you can do as a member of Congress. And I think you've got to go through the process.
There are newly filed court documents in the quadruple murder of Idaho University students, revealing new details linking suspect Brian Kohberger's DNA to a near-exact match to the DNA found on a knife sheath at the crime scene. Kohberger is accused of murdering the 4 students at a home near campus back in November. Law enforcement officials found a knife sheath on the bed next to 2 of the bodies. A recent cheek swab taken from Kohberger allowed for a direct DNA comparison, which is described to be an overwhelming statistical match. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for Monday, June 26th. A trial date has been set for October 2nd. Another stretch of severe weather has battered parts of the Midwest and South, at least 11 tornadoes touching down across 4 states. 3 people died in the small northern Texas town of Matador. At least 10 major structures were crumbled during the storm. Homes and businesses are now left as piles of debris. 6 other tornadoes touched down in Colorado, 3 in Texas, and 1 apiece in Wyoming and Nebraska. Hundreds of thousands are without power following the devastating storm system, all while temperatures in the South linger in the triple digits. This was the second time a deadly tornado struck Texas in less than a week. A tornado had left 3 people dead and more than 100 injured in the northern Texas panhandle. Amazon is being accused of tricking millions of people into paying for Amazon Prime subscriptions. The Federal Trade Commission is suing the world's largest online retailer, accusing Amazon of duping customers into signing up for Prime, charging a $139 annual membership fee, and making it difficult for customers to then cancel. Amazon says the FTC's claims are absolutely false. An Amazon spokesperson said they didn't find out about the lawsuit until the FTC announced it publicly and said they will prove their case in court. These are your top stories. Thanks for joining us for the rundown. We're on a mission to bring back trustworthy journalism by serving only you, not an agenda. Be sure to check out more of our work at straightarrownews.com. And you can also find the latest rundown episodes available as a podcast on all major podcast platforms. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.